My wife has done things to me. She said, it's your birthday, you're allowed to have beers this evening, but you have to wear what I give you for the entire stream. So, without further ado, hey, you beautiful buccaneers, Falcore here. So the most recent update certainly came with a lot of lore bites thrown our way, mostly in the form of journal entries left within the shrines scattered around the world. But one thing that sparked my interest was way back in 2019 during the anniversary update. Dear Suds here left a scattering of journals that talked about the star constellations. The most important of which talks about the Snake Star constellation, and how the snake fooled the warrior into thinking he was the Sea Queen, and struck him with a poison dart. However, the great warrior was too strong and overpowered the snake. And this is literally the story we learn in the journals scattered around the shrines. The warrior fell in love with the Sea Queen, and a high priest lured him to an island pretending to be the Sea Queen. His plan was to hit him with a poison dart off a cliff edge and throw him over. However, the warrior was made of tough stuff and threw the priest over the cliff edge instead. So the snake was the high priest, which would make a lot of sense, as over on Snake Island the cave paintings show the snake constellation and its followers creating a poison. It would make sense for the ancients to refer to prestigious members of their community as animals. It's very common in our own world history for ancient cultures to do just that, especially cultures that were very much in tune with nature, much like the ancients in Sea of Thieves. So that essentially means that it's possible for all of the star signs in Sea of Thieves and their relevant cave paintings to be talking about people and not creatures. The only three exceptions, of course, are the Great Warrior, the Sea Queen, and the Old Mother. In another of Sud's journals, he talks of a glimmer fish. His exact words are, "Brave little glimmer fish. He used to swim down in the water with all of his brothers and sisters, shining in the sun. Sometimes it's not wise to shine too brightly. Bigger fish came with empty bellies." Soon Glimmerfish was the only one left to guide the Ancient Ones on their journey here. One brave little light, all alone. The Ancients felt sorry for Glimmerfish and placed him in the heavens, where he could swim in safety. So if the Glimmerfish isn't actually a fish, what is it? Well, we know that the merfolk were indigenous to Sea of Thieves, and at some point the ancients merely turned up out of nowhere. We also know that the merfolk enlisted the help of the ancients to take down their biggest threat, the Old Mother, the queen of the krakens that would snack on the merfolk and other sea life. And considering the merfolk have a very bright glimmering beacon to sign the way, it's entirely possible that this Glimmerfish was one of the merfolk, sent on a mission to enlist the aid of land dwellers outside of the Shroud. And what's interesting is, any reference to the Glimmerfish outside of Sud's journal all have these three diamonds in its center, the same three diamonds which represent the Stones of Power, the stones that the Sea Queen used to transform the ancient warrior into one of her own. So when Sud's journal refers to Glimmerfish shining too brightly and bigger fish came with empty bellies, was he referring to this Glimmerfish perhaps being the holder of these power stones, and the empty belly refers to the greed of the other merfolk who stole his stones? Sometimes it's not wise to shine too brightly. Bigger fish came with empty bellies. Soon Glimmerfish was the only one left to guide the Ancient Ones on their journey here. The Ancients felt sorry for Glimmerfish and placed him in the heavens, where he could swim in safety. One brave little light, all alone.